Grimwade Family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling lives, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hezzy, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie, and I ain't forget that has a rage and family.
Guys, look, my tooth came out.
Oh!
What are you doing?
I was just eating a nectarine and then I had a wobbly tooth and I pushed it with my tongue and it came out.
Bless you, come drink.
Just come out.
But you have to do some salt water, okay? I hope it's not too warm. I know, but you have to swish it round in your mouth and then spit into here. Don't swallow it, whatever you do.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And again.
Ah, look at your face.
Swish it round. Get her a babe wipe, please, Hallie. There you go. Wipe your mouth.
Hosanna.
Big girl.
me
Is that
see.
your first tooth, baby?
No, third.
Third.
Let me see.
But that just came out like of nowhere. Sorry, when you got so many kids with so many teeth, you totally forget which one's which.
No, but I remember the first time, I don't know if it's the first tooth or a second, but it came out in like a ice cream cone or something that she bit. Wasn't it?
Ah,
And it came
yes,
out,
I
she was sitting
remember.
at the table.
Yeah.
Same thing again. She was eating something, it came out of the food.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Remedies of how to get out a wobbly tooth. Give them something to eat.
There you
Have
go.
to bite into.
Do you see it, Hups? Do you see it? What happened?
Her teeth wobbly and she first time came out.
No, you know what, baby? Daddy got that totally wrong. It's not first time. First time. Well, no, it's not first time anything. But it's her third tooth. You haven't had any come out yet, have you?
No, I have 2 teeth.
You have loads of teeth, and
Yeah.
they're all gonna come out soon.
Not mine.
Yeah, and then you'll get some new ones. Isn't that cool?
I don't know how my tooth fallen out.
Okay. Should we talk with our mouth full? Good girl. Well done.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that, but then I just heard her go, Mum, my tooth's come out. And I was like, what? Are you sure? And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, it has come out.
Yeah.
I've had like, I think it's 9 come out. I think I've had that one. That's 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. Because this one's still going through.
Okay.
Can you talk a bit
These
better than
top
that,
2.
please, son? Can you talk a bit better than that, please?
Look at it.
Yeah, so them top 2 are still growing through.
It's not.
And then that bottom one's still growing through. So, yeah, 8 teeth have come out.
There you go.
They're all growing up.
Don't you love it when your kids just think you're so funny? Not.
When you get to my age, your teeth will fall out, and they'll just fall out, and you won't have any more.
None at all.
I've still got mine, and my hair, girls, and my, of course. You know, don't you?
You're filling his head, I tell you, he won't be able to get out
It's the
door
comment
soon.
section. It's a problem.
Really and
No.
truly, he wears a full
why
set
you
of
turned it off.
dentures.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's why
why
we turned it
YouTube
off.
really disabled it.
No, but that's the thing we have to talk to you about, though, guys. Which I don't know if Tim wants to get in on this. We can't really, but do you want to
cool.
get in?
I'm
Okay,
here
I'll
anyway.
talk about it. It's a bit sad, but you know, it's just something that happened. So, as some of you have noticed, our comment section has been off, and I don't know if you've heard, but basically, YouTube are going through this thing where, for the sake of people that like to prey on kids, which is just terrible. I don't even want to go into that, and obviously leave negative comments and stuff like that. YouTube obviously want it to be a positive place, and I don't necessarily agree with how they're trying to deal with it, but they're just trying to deal with it the quickest way they can possibly.
They're
at the
making an
minute.
extreme precaution, and
to deal with the minority, basically.
yeah,
and
until they figure it out.
until they figure out what to do, they're trying to handle it by turning off a lot of comment section on family channels or channels to do with kids. So, guys, if you really can't comment on our video, you go to it and the comment section is disabled. Please, please, please make sure you go to our Instagram, which
Yes.
is at the Grimwade Family.
Yeah, we'll put it
and
up down
Yeah, we'll put it down here.
here
Okay,
somewhere.
and you can get in touch with us there because we just love having your comments. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'll be able to be in
100%.
touch with you guys. So please make sure you head straight over to there.
And thank you for the love on our last
Yeah,
videos.
thank you
and
so much for
stuff
all the
like
love that you've been showing us, guys. Like, I feel like you're really on the journey with us. It's amazing what you're doing, and you know, please continue to. share it with a friend and tell people that if you enjoy our channel, like tell others who you think it'd be a positive influence on them as well. But yeah, that's what's been happening, guys.
So we're just
It's not great,
trying
but we're
to
just
get
trying
by.
to deal with it, just trying to handle it, you know. Sometimes they'll be on, but probably most likely they'll be off. But hey, get us on Instagram, y'all.
Oh man, but that was so sweet when I said, like, my teeth's out.
She was so excited, bless her. And I was actually surprised because I didn't realise her teeth was actually
Nor did
that
I.
wobbly, because usually it's almost like hanging out before it comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she sold it. It just came out.
It's the best way for it to come out when you like aren't expecting it, and it just does. Like, otherwise, you know, you can get the kids going,
Like,
oh no, don't put it.
I think mine have always just fallen out. I don't think any of my pets. I've twiddled it myself.
Hezzy's pulled it out.
Yeah, pulled his own ones out, like they've
But
been
Hezzy's
hanging
a
underneath.
nutcase. He's like,
Twists
it
them
needs to
and
come out.
Pushes
Whatever.
it out, yeah.
But I think that comes from his football, like being able to take knocks and stuff like that and just crack on with it, especially where he's always the smallest on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And he gets proper hammered, doesn't he? But he never stops. And,
Yeah, I know.
But I think that's good for him. I think that kind of thing, for kids in general, learning to take, you know, small knocks and not make it be the end of the world. Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
just laughing because I know the reason why Hosanna was so excited was because she was just like, yeah, I can get some money now. I was like, all right, yeah, of course.
She is. She's like, I want to be rich.
Yeah, because
I want to be rich.
bless her, she's still got her £5 note from the last.
Has she still got
Yeah,
that?
a £5 note from the last time her tooth came out. £5
Bless
note,
her.
you know, like £5
Yeah,
note. Was it really?
To be fair to her, you know, if you're diligent in saving, it's not a bad thing, is it? Do you know what I
which
mean?
is good, of course.
And bless her, the only thing she ever offers her money for is to us.
I know.
She's like, oh, do you want me to pay for it? And
Yeah,
she's so
bless
in a
your
hurry
heart.
to be grown, isn't she? But saying that, do you think the fact that we've never really done like the Tooth Fairy and stuff like that, like
You've
with
never
them?
done the Tooth Fairy.
I've never done it.
No, I did with
Sure.
when he first started losing teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I always enjoyed when I like lost teeth when I was younger. I enjoyed like my mum and dad obviously putting money under the pillow, and so talk about teeth. Feel like you got something in your tooth.
Yeah.
So they put money under the pillow. And the next morning you'd be excited. And I always knew it was mum and dad that put it under there. They never really told us what's the Tooth Fairy or what have you. But yeah, like with our kids, I think I just said to Hezzy one time, no, I didn't obviously say it to him. I wrote him a letter and I was like, when he lost his tooth, I wrote, oh, this is money for your tooth. Thank you so much for it. We're really pleased that you've been working so hard at your football.
What was this, a job interview?
No, I was writing him a little note.
Thank you for coming to our interview today.
well-
You excelled.
Anyway, at the end of the note, it was an encouraging note. At the end of the
right,
note,
okay.
I put love from the Tooth Angel. So I was like, I don't believe in fairies, I believe in angels. But hey, from the Tooth Angel. But I think at the time, Hezzy was a bit younger and he was a bit like, oh wow, like, I got money. And I was like, how did it get there? It must have been the Tooth Angel. But then I felt kind of convicted after a little while. Like after his second, third tooth, I was like, nah.
Yeah, because to be honest, with that kind of stuff, it's like lying.
Yeah.
Like, well, that and you know, you're gonna get a backlash of no, it's the kid's imagination and rah rah. But the thing is with that, right? And this is just a theory of mine personally, is that if you start to raise your children with the idea of mystical things that come out of nowhere and whatever, what's it to stop them when they get older and they go like they're struggling for money and then they think, you know, well, things just happen, like rather than instilling like hard graft, like do you see what I'm saying?
But I see
like,
that, but
do you see what I'm
also
saying?
it's all very well saying, oh yeah, this magical creature who's good comes into your room at that time. And what about when they start getting scared and they're like, oh, I feel like
Does
there's
someone come
something
in my
bad
room?
in my room or
Yeah,
anything like
there's
that? What's to make them believe that actually no, God is protecting you, there's no problems. Do you know what I mean? Your mum and dad are here,
Yeah.
God is watching over you.
Yeah.
That's it.
As I said, like I literally feel conviction on any lie, like any untruth, any untruth,
That's a lie.
and yeah, exactly. Especially with the kids, I just like, okay, for instance, take even, okay, you've been at your football game or you've been at your gymnastics, cheerleading or whatever, and you go or you sing or something, you come off, you sang terribly. Let's take the singing for instance. You sang terribly. Oh, you're distraught. You're, oh my days, rah rah rah. Isn't the thing you want to teach them at that point, okay, you've had a bad day at the office, but now what are you going to do to rectify it? Like, how are we going to work to rectify it? Or do we want to tell them, oh, that was it was good. It was, honestly. Like, and you're like, Daddy, why's your voice going up and down? Like, no, but seriously, they know they're not stupid either. So I think that can be a very confusing way to talk to kids, and
sometimes we lie to you and sometimes we don't.
Yeah, and then when you later on and they question you, you say, oh, and thou shalt not lie. And God says it's not good to lie. And he says, so how come you've been doing it?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say? Because you cannot... I can't in my conscience say, oh, well, it's because we're the adults.
Yeah, or that was just for fun. Okay, so when the kid is like, oh, but I just lied because it was fun. Or
me getting away with blue murder, that's fun.
Yeah, it was just for fun that I went and took those sweets from the shop. Or whatever, do you know what I mean?
Could be because of sweets.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to me.
Exactly.
Like, and you're right, and it gets all muffled in translation. So
it's best to just keep things clear. Well, this is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's a much better way of instilling what's right and what's wrong in your children.
It's consistency, isn't it? It's picking something and being consistent. It's not saying like there's one shoe fits all or whatever, but it's picking something and sticking with it, and not being too stubborn to take correction if you maybe go the wrong turn or whatever, but consistency I find is key with the children.
Hez, do you remember the time? Do you actually remember when I first started putting money under your pillow? Who did I say put it there?
The tooth angel or something weird like that.
But so you said it was weird. At the time, did you believe it was the tooth angel, or?
Not really.
Not even, you didn't believe it at all? Did you always know it was mummy?
I had a feeling it was always you. For some reason. I don't know. But, like, because there's angels, but then there's no such thing as tooth angels.
Yeah, no, this is true. So you in your own mind realised that, okay, it must be mummy that's doing it, no tooth angel. Yeah. And likewise for you, Hosanna, have you ever thought it was anyone other than mummy putting money under your pillow?
No, I was like, yeah, it's the tooth fairies coming to put the money under my pillow, but I actually just knew in my mind it's just mummy.
So is that why why do you get so excited when your tooth drops out?
Because I get more money. And just because it makes me feel a bit older.
Well, it's a sign of you growing up, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's around 6 years old, which is what you are, that when your teeth start falling out. Sorry, go on, Hez.
And I remember when you were reading it, I could tell this is from mummy. The way you were reading it, yeah. And the way it was like written down, I knew it was your writing. So terrible, because you were laughing the whole time you were reading it. You're like, too hezzy. Keep practicing, keep doing really well at your footballs. Well done.
And I was like,
the tooth
angel. Yeah, I didn't check Would you have liked it if mummy and daddy had kind of gone on with the whole idea of, the tooth fairy put money under your pillow?
Nope.
No.
Because it is totally fake.
It's totally fake. And would you prefer, that honest question, would you prefer, like Hosanna, would you prefer that mummy and daddy are honest with you and real with you about everything in life, or would you prefer that sometimes we make up little things?
Real with me.
Yeah? But don't you think like sometimes having something like the tooth fairy might be fun? Okay, I think your face says it all.
No, thank you.
No? You think it's best that mummy and daddy are honest? I think it's best that mummy and daddy are honest with you.
I don't really care about tooth fairies or anything like that.
No.
Because Harper and Hallie might believe it, but I doubt they do.
Harper?
Yeah.
Come here a minute, baby. Is the tooth fairy real?
Nope.
Who puts money under the pillows if people lose their teeth at night? Who puts the money there?
Mummy.
So you know the truth. You know the truth, you little cheeky monkey. Hallie, do you think the tooth angel's real? Or the tooth fairy?
I did, but when I was a little girl I did, but now I just think it's mummy because, when I was 3 I thought it was an angel.
Now that you're 4, you're a lot more grown up, aren't you?
Yeah, and I actually know.
You actually know, so you know that it's mummy, you know the truth. Do you think it's better that you know the truth?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's better that you know the truth?
Because I How do you explain it? Because
Shall I try and help you?
yeah,
Would you like Mummy and Daddy to tell you the truth or lies?
truth.
So that's why you're glad that you know the truth, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because you want.
lies are bad.
'Cause lies-
Truth is good.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Very
That is
good.
exactly correct. So there you go. None of the children think that the tooth angel or fairy is real.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me